There is a trap waiting for you in the journey of self-improvement. We've all gone through that phase in our self-improvement journeys where we're just on this path, and that's when the progress slows down. We can't see the results as quickly as we used to. Our progress seems to be derailed. Why is this? This is when the life becomes harder, the challenges become progressively overloaded. This is when you need to sacrifice more. But this is when most people give up. And this is the trap that most of us fall into. This is the trap of the noob gains phase. So you've all obviously heard of the noob gains phase in the gym, right? Where in the first 3-4 months in the gym, you gain a lot of muscle really quickly. Well, the same thing applies to almost every habit. So when you just start it out, it's very easy to see results, to see progress. I'll give you an example of a video game here as well. See, when you just start out a video game from level 1, it's very easy to go from level 1 to level 10. But then it becomes progressively harder. And each level, just progressing up levels just becomes so much harder. It's so easy to go from level 1 to level 2, but it's so hard to go from level 50 to level 51. Why is that? Because the sacrifice becomes harder. The journey becomes harder. The path becomes harder. Because you've already progressed so much, and this is about every habit in our self-improvement journey. This happened to me, right? So this happened to me for meditation and for NoFap in particular. So when I recently started, when I first started NoFap, the first 1-2 weeks when I was doing it, I felt like super motivated. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do everything. Yeah, I have like this other level of motivation where I'm gonna do everything in the world. But a month into it, then I lose all that motivation. I'm like, yeah, it's just regular now. Now I'm just a part of the process, just a mundane process that I don't, fap. Similarly with meditation. When I first started, it felt like, yeah, my mind feels so calm. But as I kept doing it, month, 2 months into it, it just felt normal. But why is this? Because after a point, the results become harder to be noticed. Because you've already leveled up so much in a skill that, the progress that comes from it is like little by little. That's 0.01% of progress. That's why it's so hard to gain muscle in the gym after a year of you being in there. And that's how it works in life as well. I'll give you an example for cold shower, right? When I first started taking cold showers, even like 5 degrees used to be really hard to do, right? Even like 2 minutes in 5 degrees used to be really hard to do. But now after like 6-7 months of doing it, I can easily be in like -7 for like 3-4 minutes. And I keep on decreasing the temperature to make it harder for me. Because we cannot be comfortable and we can't be complacent as a man. And that is the trap that we fall into. Where after a while we just get complacent in what we're doing. Meditation, journaling, all of these things, they just become part of the mundane process. That's not how it's supposed to be. Your life is supposed to be hard as a man. Comfort is the killer of man. Don't let yourself become comfortable and accustomed to your life. Every moment I feel like I'm being comfortable in what I'm doing, I change it up. I bring a change. Like recently, I used to skip every day. Or I used to just walk, right? So now, I'm like, no, I can't get this. This is not working. I'm feeling like it's being too easy for me. Life's being too easy. So I started running. So now I run 2 times a day. So I've brought that into my life. Maybe you bring in something else. So before I used to feel like I'm not working enough. So now I'm putting in 2 hours to work. So I'm just increasing the time, making it harder for myself. I feel like I spend a little too much time on maybe YouTube, for example. So I just decrease that completely. Now I'm from like 2 hours, I'm going to like 1 hour. Then one day I'm going to go to nothing. Just, spending my time learning. Just make your life as difficult as it can be. And that is the trap that most people fall into. Well, after a time, you don't want to progress. You're stuck at level 25. You're stuck at that level. You don't want to go ahead of it. But that is where the true horizon of self-improvement begins. When you make your life as hard as it can be, where you don't allow yourself to be comfortable in any situation, where you live outside of your comfort zone, that is when you become the true man. Don't be complacent in your scenario. Don't become complacent in what you're doing. Just challenge yourself to be the best man you possibly can be. And you know the decision you need to take. I'm not here to tell you. You know what you're supposed to do, my brother. Don't aimlessly watch YouTube videos again and again to understand that. You know what you're supposed to do. So don't shit yourself. I'm telling you what to do. It's simple as that. You know what you have to do. You know what is the important choice that you need to make in your life right now. Maybe you need to start taking cold showers. Maybe you need to start focusing on your work. Maybe you need to start focusing on your studies. Maybe you need to start focusing on the gym. Well, do it then. Who are you fucking waiting for? You have one life. And there's a mission that you've been given by the higher power. So fulfill that mission. Complete your goals. You know what you're supposed to do. Chase the hard life. Don't become complacent in your scenario. And comfort is the killer of man. These are three things that I've tried to explain in this video. So those are only the learnings that I want to tell you. This is the trap in self-improvement. This is the trap I fell into where I became too comfortable with my life for a month or two where, I just let it slide. Just recently, like in Feb, I'd say like Feb, right? I just let it slide, Yeah, I'm meditating consistently, I'm going to the gym consistently, I'm journaling consistently. But there's nothing hard in my life. Everything is just fucking easy. But where is the challenge? And that's when I started doing jiu-jitsu, started doing boxing. And now I can see challenge in my life. I started running recently, just bringing in more and more challenges, making my life as hard as it possibly can be. Because I want to be the best version of myself. Don't you? That's the question I'm going to leave you with, my brother.